What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, I'm going to pull some cards and see what comes out for us today. Hope everybody is doing well, and I hope the reading resonates with whoever decides to listen. And if you wouldn't mind, please hit that subscribe and thumbs up the channel. Alright. Let me use this 3 or 4. Alright, so we have the nature of consciousness, the illusion of separation, the true meaning of community, and healing collective trauma. So this is a collective and social shift card. This is a spiritual and cosmic card. This is a spiritual and cosmic card. And this one is a relationship and connections card. So we have 42, 57, 34, 20. Okay. So, the nature of consciousness, the illusion of separation, the true meaning of community, healing collective trauma. So, I'm picking up that this message is for somebody who is feeling separated from community, and it has a lot to do with their trauma and understanding it, like having a conscious understanding of what is going on in society. What is their spirit trying to get them to understand about their experience? What is it that they're needing to commune about with the collective? And in releasing that trauma, it releases them from the illusion of separation. Asking themselves, what is their conscious, natural nature? What is their spirit's natural nature? And being consciously aware of that. And asking themselves, what is the true meaning of community? I don't think a lot of people really even know what the true meaning of community is. Like, the community is like the common unity. Like, what is the common thing that we unify? It's us being humans. That is the common thing that we have that unites us, is that we are humans. We are all human. That's like the one core thing that dissipates the illusion of us being separate from one another. And whether we want to talk about it or not, a lot of us have been through some sort of sexual trauma, some sort of physical, mental, emotional abuse. Um, we've all may have experienced some sort of abandonment at one point in time, whether it was we experienced a breakup. We've all experienced the trauma of death or some sort of pain that we still carry around in some form. And that's the nature of consciousness. Being aware of these things that make us human, these experiences that make us human, and like I said, dissipating the illusion that we are separate from one another. This is why I always try to talk about how we need to really hone into our consciousness, really hone into our mind. That the physical, although it is important, like the physical in the aspect of material, like money, that paper thing that everybody is like spending so much time hustling and chasing after. The freaking, oh, we want to have the mansion, the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, all of this kind of bull crap. And I mean, like just having a roof over your head. Some people don't even really take the time to be in a state of gratitude for that, because there's some people who are on the street, and a lot of us have passed by these people at one point in time and don't even stop to say, hey, how you doing? You need some help? You want some water? You know, why you sitting out here? You don't stop to even ask these people why they out there. What is it that they're dealing with or needing to heal from? We separate ourselves from them. We do this. Oh, I'm in this position, and so I'm better than that person, and I have this, and so I'm better than that person, and because I'm doing this and I'm better than that person, and I'm on this platform and I get this many views, or I get this many I got this much money in my account, so I'm better than that person. And it's like, you're not better than nobody. There is no freaking um there are no inferior or superior beings here on this planet. I don't care what your title is. I don't care who you are. You are not a superior being. Ain't nobody gonna make it out this motherfucker alive. Based upon history, nobody is going to live and stay alive. I don't give a fuck how much money you have, what block you stay on, what car you drive, how many awards you have, how many degrees you got, what company you work for. You are no better than anyone else on this planet. None of us. We're all human. And everybody is battling with this whole notion of, I need to get better. No, you're already amazing. You're already perfect. And if you think you're imperfect, then you're imperfectly perfect. Okay? Oh, I can't do that because this happened to me in the past. That person did this. Okay. That person that you feel is gonna, you're embarrassed to share this particular story with that person because that person is in a better situation than me. They're gonna look down on me. And if they do, then there's somebody looking down on them. They're only doing that to you because somebody doing that to them. That's why. And that sense of separation, like um separation due to fucking race, age, religion, that's an illusion. Because just because you believe something, or just because you were born with this particular, your skin got some melanin in it, and my skin don't have no melanin in it. I'm you better than me, and I'm better than you, and you ain't supposed to. Like, that's so stupid. Who made that up? Who told them that? That's just like freaking in the Bible, Adam and Eve, when they was in the garden and they ate that goddamn apple, and they was hiding from God, and God was like, "Girl, what are you doing?" Oh, I'm new. Who told you that though? Who told you that there was something wrong with that? Who told you it was wrong for you to be naked? Who told you that? That's just like we be born. We're born straight out the womb naked. Your mama gotta get naked. She gotta bust that thing wide open. Or somebody gotta cut on her or whatever. But she gotta be nude in some sort of way. She had to be nude to put you inside of there. And we make people feel ashamed for exposing their body, being nude. They make having sex nasty. But everybody do it for them to get here. Oh, they judge people if you got a hole in your shirt, if you got a rip in your pants, if you got a little dirt on it. But girl, the what your house built on? Dirt. What y'all track in the house? Dirt. What you understand what I'm saying? We're all this little piece of germ. All of us are these living germs, these living freaking parasites. You treat a fly wrong, you be ready to spray them down. Rage. There's no like that's what I'm picking up on. So understanding that, let's see what comes out. I'm gonna pick one of these cards first before I do it. Go into like the regular tarot card that I normally use. But just understanding your consciousness, understanding your mind. How does my mind work? What does community mean? What does that mean for me? What does it mean for the people that I'm surrounded by? Why do I feel separate? Am I separate within myself? Am I separate externally? Am I separating myself? What traumas do I have that I need to heal from? Am I healed from this thing that has already happened? Because it's happened already. It's past me. This thing has passed. Why am I still affected by that? These are the questions that we're asking ourselves. Intensity. So we either feel these things where this is coming up intensely within you as a human, you're being awakened, you're becoming conscious to this nature intensely, you're becoming aware of this illusion of separation intensely, you're asking the meaning of community intensely, you're healing from trauma intensely, it's speeding up, it's gaining momentum, you're getting clarity. Let's see what you look like. Hold on, let me shuffle first. Wake you up. What y'all got? I see conflict, rivalry, contest, clash. There gotta be that community, the true meaning of community. Like, and the nature of the consciousness. Like, is this something, like, are you perceiving this in your spirit of this contest, clash, rivalry? Or are you trying to change the perception of it being a contest or some sort of rivalry or clashing, and just realizing that we're all in this together? We're just sitting at this table, communing and communicating with each other and sharing energy and transferring energy, and we're all the same, regardless to what our hair color is or what color shirt we have on. We're all here playing the same game. That was just at the bottom of the deck. I just had to clarify that because that's what I was seeing. But let's see. What do you look like right now? Right now, you're getting a Ace of Cup, overflow, renewal, abundance. You're being aware, and you're being renewed. Your mind is being renewed. I'm also hearing you might be having healing your traumatic experience with like alcohol. I'm getting a sense that somebody had a traumatic event happen to them while they was drunk or something. Somebody, and I don't normally talk about this stuff. I'm just getting somebody had a traumatic experience with a date rape, with a drink, and somebody drugged them and they drink, and they healing from that. But that's also why they don't drink, or why they don't go and hang out at social events and commune. So they're kind of in this space of separation, and they're becoming consciously aware that, I've had this kind of experience, so that is why. But that was just something that I was picking up on. But another thing, you're in a state of overflow. You're in a state of abundance. You're becoming aware of how abundant you actually really are, irregardless to what it looked like. Behind the scenes, we got the Wheel of Fortune, destiny, cycle, fate. Yes, you're being aware of anything traumatic that has happened to you. It had to happen because we've all had to have these experiences. It's a part of life. Irregardless of how we describe it, whether we use the term negative, whether we use it as it's a tragedy or whatever, let's just be frank here. There's an orchestration of events that has been happening worldwide that we're becoming aware of, and we're understanding these cycles that is life. And we're understanding that we no longer need to drink the Kool-Aid of tragedy, drink the Kool-Aid and accept a cup of trauma. We're navigating these experiences, and we're on the path towards our destiny and our fate. We're letting go of traumatic experiences in this new cycle. We're becoming awakened to the state of overflow in this cycle of life. That is ultimately, that was the path that we were leading down anyway. And the momentum is happening fast. The wheel is turning fast. What's the positive? Positive, hanged man, ponder, retreat, enlightened. That's what I'm saying. You become enlightened about these things. You're becoming conscious. Your state of consciousness is expanding. Your community. You're probably out connecting with your community in a different way. You're no longer being isolated and separated. Or you're spending time retreating so that you could become aware of your the consciousness, the nature of your consciousness. You could be someone who is in isolation a lot. And that's another thing. I feel like my channel is for people who may spend a lot of time in isolation, who need to pick up on these type of downloads or have these type of conversations because they may not have anyone around them that are asking these type of questions or even pondering and having these type of thoughts and ideas that are, coming to them. Whether if I use the tool of the card with this imagery to bring up these things in a sense of conversation, because that's what the tarot cards are for. The tarot cards aren't just like this thing that's like, oh my God, it's so horrible. This is bad. No, honey, this is like a book that we're painting. This is me helping to illustrate a story, a narrative, to have a conversation that we can reach some sort of clarification on. And it's also like not necessarily me rambling, but I'm exploring the nature of my consciousness here as this conversation unfolds. You know. So, what's on the low vibrational end? The Chariot, speedy, transport, momentum, just like I said. So on the low vibrational end, it was like you were in the hangman, so you wasn't really moving anywhere. You was parked, but you was feeling this intensely, like this energy. You're feeling this intensely. Your energy is in a state of overflow. I'm also getting like, someone could be like on a water fast. They're isolating, they're meditating, and they're on a water fast. And at this time, they're like, Spirit is telling them, this is what you're doing. You're ruminating on the nature of consciousness. I don't know if y'all be able to see that. I'm going to have to fix that. You're ruminating on the true meaning of community. You're ruminating on the illusion of separation. Because in this season, if you're in the hangman, you're going to be like, oh, I'm separate from the group. When in actuality, you're not really separate. You're not really separate from the group. You're becoming aware of you all as a collective. Like you're pulling yourself back and looking at the bigger picture. Even if you're a part of a group, let's just say this. Me doing tarot or whatever, I will be grouped into a specific uh, collective of individuals who have this skill, talent, and ability. Now, there are some of us who are like, oh no, I'm not like that reader. I read differently. Whether it's because I use a different set of deck, or I use a different deck, or I use this deck, or I use this deck from this person, or I'm I'm different because I'm I look a certain way, or I'm different because I choose to show my face, or I'm different because I do love readings or whatever. No, that's an illusion of separation. You just have a different way. No, not different. You have a specific way that is the nature of your consciousness that you use to help the collective heal their trauma. And that's a part of how you're supposed to be. That's another meaning of the community. That's how you uh that's how you contribute to society, to the common unity of us all. I hope that makes sense to somebody. So, irregardless to whatever it is that you do, you might not listen to, you might not do tarot. You might be whatever job you have, or you might be a mom, or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know how to use that as an example, but I'm just saying you're not actually really separated from anything. Whoever you are, whatever you do, you're doing that, and it's specific and uniquely because that's what you're supposed to be doing. And don't let nobody tell you that you're separate, because you're not. And even if you are off by yourself, you're off by yourself for a short time or for a specific time. Only you and God know why you off, what you contemplating on. You can't even you can't sit in a whole group and have a conversation. I guess you can, but a lot of us don't have a whole conversation with God in a whole group. So bliss, family, fulfillment. You finding your tribe. You finding your group of people that you can commune with. And your community don't have to be large. It can be another person. It can be a small group. And not everybody need to be not you don't need to be understood by everybody, because not everybody is on to understand everybody. I hope that makes sense. And again, back at this freaking competition and stuff. I just feel like it's changing the definition of this. Instead of being in a state of competition and rivalry, we're moving towards bliss and purity and love. 10 of Cups. We start off with 1 cup and now we got 10. Let's get a affirmation card. This video already 30 minutes. I could go deeper, but I don't really know if people would actually really want to listen to a longer video. I would love to have some feedback, and y'all let me know if that's what you would want to see. Whenever I'm feeling good, I am attracting good. Feeling good is a strategy, you all. So it says, when you think a thought of upliftment and abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really two subjects, you are on. No, I'm going to have to read that again. Whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or a relationship or lack of one. Always, when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting that which you are wanting. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, abundance. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance, this card, Ace of Cups, overflow, renewal, abundance. Abundance of any kind. You are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You must trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really two subjects, you are on. Whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or relationship or lack of it. Always, when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting that which you want. So, you can be over here off by yourself, or you can be a part of the group. But you get to decide. And you're attracting it. It's your decision. It's your destiny. It's your fate. It's whatever cycle you want to be on. Cycle meaning a reoccurring loop. What circle do you want to be a part of? What circle do you want your life on? What frequency do you want your life on? How frequent do you want your life to revolve? You see that revolve? That circle is a revolving thing. How frequent do you want to be on it? And you can choose to go or not go. If you got a car, you can get in your car and leave. If you don't have a car, you can use your feet. You can sit in your space. You can sit down on the side of the road if you want to. Either way it goes, you get to choose where you want to be. And even if you're at this table and you're around people and you feel like you're rivaling with them, you're actively choosing that. You're choosing to be a part of the competition. That's also what I'm picking up on. And if you're in that space and you're in the, oh my God, this person did this to me, they're battling this for me, I got to battle for this spot, they're better than me, I'm not so good, I'm better and they not so good. That's a cycle that you're on. So you can either choose to be on this cycle or you can choose to be in this type of cycle. But ultimately, you get to choose. And understanding and healing from trauma. Don't look at the traumatic experience as, oh, woe is me. Look at it from a different point of, what if this happened to me and this had to happen and this is a part of my lesson? What is it that I'm willing to admit to learning? What is it that I'm becoming consciously enlightened about in this happening to me? And there are other people that this happened to. I shouldn't feel like I'm by myself, that I'm the only person who've experienced this particular thing. You are the only one who it may have been orchestrated in that type of way. But the experience alone, you're not in. You're not the only one who's having the experience called life. You see what I did that with that? We're all experiencing life, and regardless to whatever type of life we are all living, we are all experiencing that thing which is called life. So you can be living in a state of rivalry and competition and isolation and depression, or you can choose to live in a state of love and abundance and prosperity and opulence and riches and success and all of the good things that you can think of. But you have to be the one to intensely choose to live that way. So that's the message. You get to choose how good you feel. When you feel good, you're attracting good. Feeling good is a strategy. Don't you forget that. I hope the reading resonated for you. And I hope you got something that was absolutely positive and useful for you. And I will see you in the next one.